Alright, this reading is going to be for my Pisces for mid-September through mid-November. This is a timeless reading though, so anytime that you come across this, it was meant to find you at a certain time for a reason. So just because the timeline doesn't fit, don't let that discourage you. Let's see what we have for Pisces. And I am using the Radiant Tarot deck. I love the artwork. What do we have for Pisces? So overall energy right out of the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. So that could talk about feeling oppressed in some way and blinded to the truth. Like there's a situation on your mind where you feel like you're not getting the full story. You may even be, I guess, what I would consider naive, but it's not your fault that you're naive. Whoever's deceiving you just really did a good job putting on a show. And then we have the Eight of Wands, so we've got two 8 cards here. So Eight of Wands being in the position of what crosses you, so that's talking about forward communication coming in, but that card isn't always about what crosses you. It can be what is going to be the stepping stone that's going to help you. So I think that you're going to get a message, a letter. You might like catch wind of the situation through another person, where you'll be privy to a little bit more information that'll make that blindfold start to come down. And your fear right now is a wish not coming true or something involving feeling stuck or stagnant. The first thing that popped into my head is you may be looking at a new career goal or even looking to move. A move came to mind a lot more, like maybe there's been some things going on in your neighborhood where as much as you love the place where you're at, you're tempted to move. You're a little bit fearful. There may be some shady people surrounding you. If that doesn't fit and it doesn't make sense with your story, don't worry about it. Then it's not your story this time. The Star card in reverse also has to do with being stuck in old patterns. Like the Star upright is futuristic thinking and like hopeful thinking and like thinking towards the future. When it's reversed, it could be talking about somebody that's stuck in old times and stuck in their way with maybe a previous time period. I feel like Scorpio got that last time. You might be dealing with a person where, best way to put it, they're not changing with the times accordingly. You know, different situations call for different measures. Like maybe things that should be being updated aren't. It could even be the place where you live. Maybe your landlord is supposed to be making some updates that have to do with security or safety. Like maybe the locks need to be changed. There could be something with the lobby door. Like some incident happened that's made you not really feel safe. If this isn't you, don't worry about it. If it's your story, you'll know. So in your distant past here, we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So that talks about a halt on new communication, or somebody was refusing to communicate. This could even be tied to your childhood trauma. If you're wondering about a love situation or somebody that you haven't gotten closure on that you know dang well isn't good for you, this could be talking, and you've been wondering, well, why? I know they're bad for me. Why do I keep still wanting to chase after them? And if you're looking for that answer, the reason might be, in your childhood, like subconsciously, maybe a parent or both parents or somebody that should have been more communicative with you was not. So because you associate it with that, you think that it's comfort, you think that it's normal and the way things are supposed to be. so you keep attracting the same kind of person into your life where they're not communicating with you like you should. And then you question yourself, like, well, why do I keep staying with them? Why do I keep going for people like that? You're not doing it on purpose, and you're not dumb. Ignore what other people around you say. Everybody likes to try to make themselves look smarter than the next guy. It's like if you tell somebody a situation, oh, you should have done this. Oh, it shouldn't be like that. It should be da-da-da-da-da-da. As if they're perfect, like they've never made a mistake. That's very toxic in itself, and whatever, be cordial to keep the peace, but just smile and nod and ignore what the frickin' people have to say. That's not helping you any. Going within and digging into your childhood roots may help. Sometimes it might not. If a light bulb goes off, then you're getting somewhere. It could have to do with the toxic friend group, or boss. But something that's deeply rooted in your distant past. The tone was set for people that are non-communicative. I don't know if that means anything for you. So in your very recent past, though, it looks like you've either made health changes, or within maybe the last year and a half or so, you've had new beginnings in career and finance, possibly health, could be all of the above. Maybe this is saying to you that you may have made a move for your mental health, and that manifests into your physical health eventually. Some of you might be feeling better. Some of you might be taking better care of yourselves. Something tells me to reshuffle the rest of this to see what else we have for Pisces tonight, whatever time you come across this. So in your very near future, it looks like you've got the Three of Wands. So it looks like you're waiting on something. I'm assuming it must be communication that hasn't been coming through. You're blindfolded, like that overall energy you got in the beginning. You're not clearly seeing the whole picture because some things are being hidden from you, and you're waiting on that to come in, and you're going to be waiting for a little bit into your very near future for this, but best believe that it is coming. Whether it's a message, a letter, a phone call, catching wind of a situation through another coworker or a friend. What does this news involve? So if you've had a question on your mind about a manipulative female that may be greedy when it comes to money, this is more verification that yes, she is greedy like you think that she is. This could also be talking about somebody with heavy earth sign placements, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, but if you're dealing with somebody that fits that description, it's more verification that it could be them. And I'm not even going with what the traditional placements are anymore. I'm going with what my intuition's telling me. So what's the communication going to be about? What's going to happen with this communication when it finally comes through? We've got Seven of Wands in the reverse. Someone may be letting their guard down. The impression that I get is this greedy woman that you may be dealing with, even if it's not greed, she may be one of those people that's like a tough cookie to crack. It doesn't have to be female. It could be male. It's literally like it's an energy, feminine and masculine. It really has no gender because it's an energy, but I'm getting, what's coming to me is there's a woman that you're dealing with possible heavy earth sign placements who's very stubborn. She's got a very tough shell. You can't seem to get through to her. It's like talking to a brick wall, or like she tries to act all tough, and won't show emotion or give you any idea of what to expect. I'm getting the feeling it's somebody in the workplace is my best guess. It doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm getting. I'll laugh if the Queen of Swords comes up, because that kind of ties into that energy. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Why isn't she giving you a raise? I'd like to know. Is that what's going on? Or, what also I'm getting off of the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, you feel like this situation was a waste of time, or you feel like this person has been wasting your time. You may feel like your current place where you're living is a waste of money, or like you wish you would have invested it, or like thought about it further before choosing to commit to paying for the place, whether it's a house and you're paying a mortgage, or even if you paid for the whole thing as is. Boy, what a lucky world. That's fortunate if you're able to afford a house, downright paying for the whole thing. I'm sure you worked very hard for that. That's not something that you see every day, but whatever it is that's going on, an apartment that you're renting, a place that you're living, even a job that you chose, you're questioning yourself, did I make the right choice? Should I have accepted this position? Should I have chose this place over a different one? And you're beating yourself up and getting stressed out about it. And what's in your environment? So we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I get the feeling like you're not getting the support from people that you think you should. There's people that you consider family, or it literally could be your family, and I feel like you're not getting the support from them that you thought that you would. And it doesn't have to be financially, but like the Ten of Pentacles, when it's in the upright, that talks about a happy reunion, a happy homecoming, coming back home to your family. Maybe you've come to some realizations that maybe you had a toxic family situation, hence that card in the fourth position, your Ace of Swords in reverse, talking about communication as I'm tripping over my words. As I was saying before, family roots, you keep attracting the same thing because you associate non-communicative behavior with what you were brought up in, what was your normal, and you've come to some conclusions that wasn't so healthy. Doesn't mean that you have to completely write this family member off. It depends on your situation, not necessarily, but if you feel that it's the right thing to do, don't let yourself feel guilty. Or even if you still love them and you still want them in your life, you can still do that if you see fit, but just know in your mind that if you want to break the cycle, don't follow those teachings of the non-communication. And it may not be their fault. Maybe that's how they were brought up. When the cycle continues, you're probably a cycle breaker. Or in your family, you were the black sheep that went against the grain somehow. And people didn't support your ideas the way that you thought they should have. What else can we get for Pisces here? Any advice for my Pisces? So so you had 2 8s in the beginning, and now at the end you've got 2 4 cards. So you've got the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. So this looks like it has a victorious conclusion for you. So now the 4 of Pentacles, now that could be also talking about verification that female with the earth sign energy is greedy and stingy, and holding back communication, just like I was saying. 4 of Pentacles is also a reminder, as advice, to focus on your money and saving your money and, investing in things that are for your security, like a security blanket, building a healthy cushion under your butt to fall back on, to, security a lot of times equals freedom for most people. And we've got the 4 of Wands. This is literally the 1111 card, Make a Wish, and it talks about stability and the home. The number 4 in numerology talks a lot about stability, the home, your family roots. So you're a cycle breaker, you're rebuilding these roots. to make it better and more cleaned up for the next generation. And it doesn't mean that you have to blame your parent or blame whatever relative it is or resent them. It just means, you recognize the pattern, you recognize the cycle, and instead of using the energy to, put anger towards them, which it's natural and human to do so, you're a human being, don't beat yourself up, but it's saying, recognizing it will help you break the cycle so that you can clean up the pattern to make it cleaned up for the next people, making it better for your children, your grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and what have you. Recognizing it is the first step to making it better, so you've made a lot of progress. You should be proud of yourself. And if people are poo-pooing on your parade, don't listen to them. You know what you did. You know what you brought to the table. You don't need their support or approval, but it's sad that they're not giving you the support that you deserve. And I literally almost said approval. So it's looking good for you, Pisces. I think you've been going through a lot with recognizing a lot about yourself and recognizing your family cycles and doing what you need to do to fix it for yourself and the future generations. And that might also tie into the same energy of the type of workplaces that you tend to go to subconsciously without realizing it, places that aren't recognizing you for your hard work. You feel like you're working your butt off with nothing to show for. So coming to this realization, Pisces, I think is going to make a world of difference for you in all aspects of your life. Recognizing your own self-worth with money, career, your family situation, making a better future for the next generations, and also your love life, if your love life was in question. It all ties in and it's all connected somehow. I hope that helped, Pisces. I hope that answered some questions. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a great rest of your month. Thank you so much for watching.